Hello, Leo. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. This is your monthly read for March 2020. Leo, if you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link up there to book in for one of those. I get all of my readings out within 24 hours if you're booking them. These ones are my general readings. They're 3 pages long. You can see at time of booking, you can choose what you want the reading to be about. You've got some options there, so check out your options when you book. Okay, so Leo. Oh, the cat's going. Leo, I'm doing these a little bit differently this month, so I'm going to go into your story for the month. What's the story, Leo? What's the story in March for you? Let's have a look. Now, straight away, I'm feeling this sadness or some kind of emotional time. You've gone through an emotional time. You've got strength and courage and forgive self has come out first. So it's like you're starting the month off from this emotional space. Maybe something's happened, Leo, where you feel a bit knocked about. You feel like, I don't know, maybe there was a death in the family, or you've lost something, or you lost your job, or something has shaken your world and it's made you feel emotional. It's made you maybe feel a bit like a victim or something like that, or um, yeah, you're feeling emotional, an emotional start to the month. And this is saying you're stronger than you think, Leo. You're actually a really strong person and you don't need to feel victim to life's circumstances. You can take more of a lead in yourself, more of a leadership role. If you feel like you played a part in that, um, whatever it is that's made you feel emotional, if you feel like you did something wrong that led to that, you're feeling some kind of guilt about it, then you definitely need to forgive yourself and let go of that to free yourself from this emotional state. Yeah, it really hit me when I picked out these cards. Is emotionally raw, that kind of thing. You're feeling emotionally raw, and you've got to get back to your strength. But let's go into it. Why? Why is this? Why has this happened? And why? I'm picking up that you feel like responsible in some way. That's why you've got that forgive self. I mm, got judgment separates and no worries. Okay, so whatever happened, other people are involved in it. So this could be like a death in the family or something like that. And something that makes you feel really emotionally raw. You feel like you played a part in that. Maybe you weren't there for them. Maybe you thought you could take better care of them, something like that. You should have taken better care of them. There's some aspect of self-blame in there, which is why we've got the forgive self card come out. And then you've got this judgment separate. So I'm feeling like you're being judged for it too. It's like maybe family members or other people that are involved in it are turning around and judging you, or like mirroring back that guilt that you're feeling right back at you, saying, yeah, you are to blame for that. You know, you should have been there. So there's some kind of reflection coming back, but it's just they're just reflecting back the guilt that you feel. It's like you start getting blamed by people when you're feeling guilty, right? That judgment comes when you're feeling guilty. So if you're not feeling guilty, then people aren't going to put that stuff on you. You might notice if this is a family thing and that kind of dynamic is happening, or it could be a work thing. You know, it could be something has happened in work. It's left you feeling very emotional. You're blaming yourself in some way, and your colleagues are blaming you for it. And it's all about you getting back to your strength, your position of strength, instead of blaming yourself, instead of this stuff going on. It's about getting back to your strength and no worries. It's about cutting this stuff out, this pattern you've got of feeling guilty and getting blamed, feeling guilty and getting blamed. You're taking too much responsibility. It's good to take responsibility for your life, but not of other things, of other people's lives and things that happen. You can't change other people, Leah. You can only change yourself. You can't change other people's lives and events that occur. You can only change how you respond to them. And so your only responsibility is you and your life. So when you're taking on too much responsibility for the world and for other people, then that's when this guilt and this blame kicks in. And it's a pattern of yours, Leo, and it really holds you back. And so this is your higher self in the universe wanting to show you that this month so that you break free of it for good. So you can get to this place of being strong in yourself and your life. And when people try and step in and blame you for things going wrong in their lives or things going wrong in your family or things going wrong at work, you can say, well, actually, I'm good, I'm happy, my stuff is going well. I don't know what's going on with you, but whatever's going on with you is yours, is your stuff, it's not my stuff. Yeah, getting to this place of strength and confidence in yourself and knowing that you are good and your stuff is good and not worrying about anyone else. So this is about detaching from what's going on in everyone else's life instead of being knocked about by them, knocked about and affected by what's going on with everyone else. What can you, Leah, can you be really strong and confident in yourself amidst turmoil? Can you be the only happy one in the room? Will you allow yourself to be the only successful person in the room? Will you allow yourself to be for things to go well, even if they're not going well for people around you? Because a no is what is your old energy, right, Leo? You've not been allowing yourself to do that. You want to sort everyone else out at the same time, and you can't do that. It's not your responsibility. You can't do that, and it's led to this cycle. Trying to do that has led to this cycle of being blamed by others and other people judging you and you feeling guilty. It's led to this cycle. You, it's impossible because you can't do it. You can't do it. It's an impossible situation. You can't take responsibility for anyone else because it's not yours. That's like trying to take responsibility for the sun coming up every morning and it going down at night. You don't need to. It's not your responsibility. And if you think that that's what your life is all about, then you're going to waste your life completely on other people and on things that are just impossible, just aren't yours to take responsibility for. So one of your strengths, Leo, is this taking responsibility. It's like you're a leader, you take responsibility for things, but you've got to fine tune that and know what you're responsible for and what you're not. And that you've got to get to this place of real strength within yourself. And that's who you are, Leo, is strong. You're a strong person, but you've misplaced that strength. And you've been trying to be strong for other people, and you can't do that. Be strong for yourself. Get to this place where you're okay with being the happy one, the only happy person in the room, or the only prosperous person in the room, or the only person that knows what's going on in the room. Let everyone else be where they're at and be okay with that. This is going to lead you to being in the same room as the successful people. Once you all allow yourself to be the only happy person in the room, the only successful person in the room, the only wealthy person in the room, the only whatever person in the room, and you're okay about everyone else being where they're at and that being their responsibility, that is when the doors to those other rooms are going to open to you, Leo, to be in the same room as the people that are happy as well, to be in the same room as the people that are successful, etc. So this is a really good path that you're on this month of realizing this, and as I'm saying, it's starting off with this emotional start for good reason, Leo, to show you what you've been doing, to have this blame thing and this guilt thing kick in to show you what you've been doing, because there's a big lesson going on for you here. So as you're going through that and you're realizing and you're saying, is it okay for me to be okay with being the only happy person in the room? As you even dip your toe into that feeling of it being okay, Leah, that's when grace is going to kick in, right? So it's like the universe getting all excited and saying, oh, Leo is like thinking that they're okay about being happy now. Let's give Leo a prize for that. And it's like dipping your toe into that vibration gets positive results really fast because the universe is like dangling carrots in front of your nose. It's like, yes, this vibration, this mindset that you're in right now, here, have a reward for that. That's this grace. Grace is the card of like miracles and synchronicities and good things happening. So as soon as you get into that vibration of going, yeah, I'm okay being the only one that's being the only happy, independent, wealthy, whatever it is on this island, then you get that, you get a reward from it, an instant reward from it. It's like alignment. You get feedback that you're in alignment, a reward. Not just rewards like money showing up, like a bunch of flowers, like, miracles. Not just stuff that you're receiving, but things that you can go forward to. It's like the next step opens up. Like when you're playing a video game and you finish one level and then a new level opens up to you. And there's more to do, right? But it still feels like it's a prize. It's that kind of thing. The next level opens up to you. So an opportunity is given to you by the universe. It's another blessing, another blessing. So as you're dipping your toe into this feeling, really notice that, have awareness of it, because it is the universe showing you, yes, this vibration, you being independent is not the right word for it, but it's being integral. It's about you being responsible for your own energy, being focused on your own energy, being okay about your life being about you, being okay about being selfish, being okay about looking after yourself, being okay about leaving everyone else to their own devices, their own higher selves, their own support from the universe, their own efforts, their own vibration. Things are really going to open up for you. Oh, yes, and the things that are going to open up for you, this grace, these rewards, these opportunities that are going to open up for you. It's what you've been waiting for, Leo. Your work, you being of service, this is like your life path stuff, the stuff that you really want to do, the work that you really want to do, your gifts, sharing them with the world. Maybe, Leo, you've been trying to do this for a while, and the universe keeps on saying, no, not now, not now, not now, not yet, not yet, you're not ready, you're not ready yet, you're not ready yet. And you're like, whoa, what else do I need to do? And then this emotional tower moment happens, leaves you feeling raw, you're noticing that people are blaming you, you're blaming yourself, you're feeling guilty, and it's all starting to make sense, especially once you're hearing this reading. It's all starting to make sense. Start taking responsibility for yourself, being okay about everyone looking after their own self, and things start happening for you in this area. So what you were trying to do before, it suddenly starts working for you. You start having ideas, opportunities are lining up, you're getting customers, that kind of thing. Not only that, but the moves you've been wanting to. Could be that you've been trying to like start your own business or something like that and quit your job. And you're like, you were feeling before like it's never going to happen. How is this ever going to happen? I feel like I'm on a treadmill, nothing's changing. And I so desperately want it to change, but I've got no idea of how to change it. And then suddenly you're getting into this energy. It's like, oh, I get it now. My life's about me, and I don't need to worry about anyone else. And I can just take responsibility for myself. And then when I do that, ding, 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 all of these things happen. And suddenly it's easy to get these things that I've been wanting for a while. So this just shows you, Leah, that the universe listens to you. It's been listening to you, and it's been trying to guide you in that direction. But there's been inner work to do. You've needed to realize this pattern that you've had of guilt and responsibility and blame. You need to realize that cycle that you've been in and what's behind that, to release it. Very good story for Leo. This is like life changing. Can you feel it, Leo? It's life changing. This is something that you've had going on forever, your whole life, and it's not been serving you. And maybe you've heard me say or other teachers say, you just need to get more selfish, you need to put yourself first, you need to love yourself and all of that. And it's not clicked in. It's not really clicked in what that actually means. And this month it's clicking in. This month you're realizing what it actually means and how to actually make that change and how it actually comes up with results from the universe and how you can manifest with that energy so much more easily than the old way of doing it, than those old patterns that you've had, Leo. Wow. What about your love life? Well, your love life is going to change with this change in energy, for sure. They got expansion, take the risk. So it might be, Leo, that you have been aiming too low in your love life just because nothing else has been open to you. When you've not been like realizing your energy, realizing your worth, realizing that your life is your own, that kind of thing, you will have had to settle for less than you deserve. And this is saying like your love life this month is going to take a big step up. It's going to seem like it's a big step up. It's actually getting to where you're really at. It's like acknowledging where you're really at. So there's going to be a big expansion. It's going to seem risky because it's if you're attracting a new partner this month, if you've been single, you're attracting a new partner, they're going to be beyond what you've experienced before. It's going to seem like a leap up, but they're actually a mirror reflection to you. They're actually on your level. And that, yeah, I'm feeling like you're attracting somebody that is, you're going to feel out of your league just because they're so different. And then you realize, actually, they are in my league. That's the league I'm in. And just them being shown to you, I feel like this is a carrot dangled in front of you rather than a relationship you can actually move into straight away. You're just being attracted to someone or just meeting someone. And this is initiating a cleansing process within you. So it's allowing you to deal with the emotions of settling in the past, of settling for less than you were. Deal with all the aftermath of having that old pattern from this story that you've had going on. This story that's changing everything this month. So it's a very cleansing month as far as relationships go. I think you get an awareness about yourself. You get an awareness of what you've been doing to yourself. Yeah. And it feels like someone new is coming in, not necessarily to start that relationship off this month, but to make a lot of inner realizations. What about your work this month? What about work in March? Mm. For Leo, you're on track. Initiate. Start of new things. It's the start of new things. It's not going to happen fast because, as I've said, your story this month is all about changing your energy, realizing old patterns, changing that. It's just the start of things. It's just the start of things, but I am really feeling like you're going to see where it's headed now. Those opportunities, especially toward the end of the month, are going to open up for you. Those moves that you've been wanting to make, that change that you've been wanting to make, you're going to see that you're on track. And it's the start of things. It's just the start of things as well. So be very encouraged by that, Leo. It's the start of things because you're owning who you are now. And so things are going to change one step at a time. The universe doesn't need you to rush. There is no rush. You might think that there's a rush because it's something you've wanted for such a long time, but there is no rush. The universe doesn't need you to rush. You're not behind. Now's the perfect time for you to be unfolding in this story, Leo. So yeah, the start of new things in your work this month, it can unfold slowly. And I'm really feeling like that those changes, you're going to see it starting or seeing where you're headed toward, seeing those opportunities toward the end of the month. Definitely not at the beginning of the month. You've got that emotional stuff going on at the beginning of the month. What about your money, Leah? Your money in March. Money for March. Oh, this is nice. So windy today. Gusty. Blind my camera over once. Okay, so you've got communicate and wake up. Um, so when you're putting yourself first, Leo, when you are realizing that it's okay for you to be the only successful person in the room, the only wealthy person in the room, You stop worrying about everyone else and trying to drag them along behind you or trying to change their experience, and you realize in your life's your own. That, of course, that's going to make a change in your finances, right? It's going to make a change in your finances first by you changing your communication style completely. Because when you're in it just for yourself, and that sounds so selfish, doesn't it, Leah? But this is going to make way more sense to you once you've been through that story this month. Once you're in it for yourself, you're going to communicate yourself so much differently. When you're offering people your services, or when you're applying for a job, or whatever it is that you're doing to communicate your service or your work, your communication is going to be so different. Just your energy behind it and what you say is going to be so different. That's how your finances are going to change. But not particularly this month you're going to reap the rewards from that. Of course, things will change as soon as you change your communication. People are going to start saying yes to you. And that's how you're going to get that the foresight that your finances will change, because you just realize that everything has changed now. Everything has changed for you, which is awesome. This is awesome, right, Leah? Because where your finances are concerned, you have thought that your compassion was holding you back from finances, that your compassion was actually a detriment to it, that the more compassionate you were being, the less you get back for yourself, the more you were having to give energy out. But you hadn't realized that you were taking responsibility for other people. And now you realize that you don't need to take responsibility for other people. You can help people, you can provide services for them, but you're actually doing it for yourself. You're actually doing it for your business, for what you want in life, because you're allowing yourself to be the happy person in the room, the rich person in the room, the successful person in the room. Then your compassion actually leads to you receiving, to receiving better finances. The Grace card, it's even more than that. It's like abundance. It's great things happening. It's synchronicities. It's all, miracles. And so at last your compassion is going to start working for you. If you feel like your empathy and your compassion has been working against you in life up until now, this is the key to it this month. And that's music to your ears, Leah. Is that music to your ears? I think so. It would be to mine, for sure. Is it music to your ears? If it is, please click like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I hope you got a lot out of that reading, Leah. I did. It was very interesting. If you've got friends that would get some value out of my readings, please share my channel with them. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How did it resonate with you, Leah? Did you get any ahas from it? Love hearing from you. I hope you have an amazing month, Leah. Remember, if you want a private reading with me, you can book one in there. And check out your other videos as well. There's a playlist up there for your Leah readings. You've got easy access to them there. Watch all your other readings. Have an amazing month. I'll see you next time. Bye.